Go here. Yes, I'm just going to explain. Yes, this is the same top I wore on my Wednesday reviews. Don't worry, don't just wear the same top every single day. I'm filming this episode on Saturday on the same day as Wednesday. This was done straight after the Pirates of the Caribbean reviews because I'm going to be away this weekend and I'm not going to be anywhere with my recording equipment. So I done this video at the same time. Anyway, guys, it's Saturday. You know what this is. Exactly, this is Back to My Future, episode 4, 1996. I seem to be enjoying this series of videos because I get to go through all the movies that came out throughout my life, and I get to remember the ones seeing when they came out in cinemas, when they came out on VHS, and I get to go through it, so it's fun with you guys. But this episode specifically has a special fourth movie at the end that I'm going to share with you guys. It's not particularly special to a lot of other people, maybe to some, but I'll explain why it's special at the end. But let's get into this anyway, right? So this is episode 4, 1996. So on June the 12th of 1996, we got released to a great kids and family fun movie known as Dunstan Checks In. Right, now this is about a kid and an orangutan. Now, it sounds weird, but guys, if you remember this movie from childhood, this was an awesome movie, right? You had, I don't know a lot of the actors' names, but I know you had the young boy and his brother who, like, they live in the hotel with his dad. His dad owns the hotel, and, like, they kept causing trouble and destruction. The boy was obviously being a teenage boy, always looking at the girls, always trying to be interesting, where the little one was just causing destruction. Then you had Lord Rutledge, who was the posh, annoying British guy, who was also fun to watch because of how annoying he was, who was basically owned Dunstan Checks In and was, like, really cruel to him, locked him in a suitcase, killed his older brother Samson when he wouldn't help anymore do the work. So Dunstan decides to kind of become a rebel and, like, escape, and he meets this boy, and I'm not going to get too much into it in case I want to do an actual review on it in the future, but, you know, it's a great family fun movie. By the way, you don't see the guy kill his brother, you get told it in the movie, right? So, trust me, like, you don't get to see it, but it's a family fun, incredible movie. There's so many laughs, there's so many tears, so many smiles and everything. It's a great movie, and I'm glad to know that I was like 3 years old when this came out, so it was great. So 20 years ago that came out. Hey guys, let's get into February 2nd, another great comedy film released. Now, these two people have done a lot of great comedy movies together, plus comedy sketches together on SNL. One of my biggest idols in comedy, and that is the movie Black Sheep with Chris Farley and David Spade. Chris Farley was a great comedic actor. He was an idol to me because he was overweight, but he was proud to be overweight. He had his, like, problems with it where he did feel kind of, you know, shy about it, but he used his weight in his movies and he used it for his comedy, and it worked, and I'm so proud to be a fan of his work, because if you haven't seen Black Sheep, you should. It's a great funny movie, and this is when David Spade was young and skinny, not this chubby old guy with a weird goatee. But, you know, it's still a great comedy movie. You should go check it out. Then, on May 31st, I got released to, at least, I think it was the first movie that made me realise my passion for dragons. And if any of you fantasy nerds out there have seen this movie, then you'll know what I'm talking about. This is Dragonheart. Now, this was a fantastic fantasy kind of movie, right? You had the knights, and you had the legends of the dragons, and you had the dragon called Draco. And just before, I'm just gonna say this now, my name Draco was not taken from his character name as the dragon, and was not taken from Malfoy and Harry Potter, right? When I was younger, I was originally Dragonair. Okay, and then I realised that that's a very long name. So I researched when I was much younger what the name Draco, or different names for dragon. and Draco sounded the most shortest and most nicest one to use. And that was before Harry Potter. Okay? Before Harry Potter. But no, it wasn't taken from that. Alright? Just to say. But his name's Draco, and it was played by Sean Connery. So a Scottish dragon was awesome. And it was basically the live action of How to Train Your Dragon, really, if you think about it. It's the live action, more adult-y version of it. But it was a great fantasy movie. It is interesting, and it does make you go on the edge of your seat, because there are some scenes in that really shock you. Please do go check it out. That's the 3 movies for 1996 that I promised to talk about every Saturday for these Back to My Futures. But there is, like I said at the beginning, there is a special movie I would like to talk about, because this is an inspirational movie to me. It's going to sound funny on the reasons why, but I'll explain afterwards. This is my favourite Disney movie of all time, and if you've not heard me mention it before, then I'm pretty sure you have, because I've done it in videos, but if you haven't, this is Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now, the reason it's inspirational is because when I was much younger, I was quite skinny, but then as I started getting older, I was getting bigger and bigger, and I was getting all the names under the sun, you know. I was getting called fat and ugly and all this stuff, and no one would ever, and I was getting all these insults and nasty things said to me, like no one will ever love you, no one will ever care for you, all this blah 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 blah. And I watched Hunchback of Notre Dame, and you know, people done the same to him, but yet, even though it hurt him, he always had something to think about. Whether it was Esmeralda, or whether it was the carvings of the people he made in the village. He didn't let any of it get to him. And he was a very interesting and fun character to see. His story was interesting. And this movie just hits on such a big personal level. And I thought I couldn't leave this one out of the list. And I couldn't replace the other 3 because they're also 3 really great movies. So I thought I would just add a special movie to the end of this list. Anyway, guys, this is the end of this Back to My Future episode 4. If you liked this video or the previous Back to My Future episodes, please show your support by clicking that subscribe button. And don't forget to strike the like, and I will see you guys for my next videos.